Hello, we're back again, and this is Sean from Maze Play, where we're trying to help you get more smiles per acre. Today we wanted to talk to you about designs, and maze design specifically. And we get questions all the time: what makes a good maze design? And what do we need to do? When do we need to do the maze design? And questions like that. So we wanted to cover some of those things. If you have any design questions, please post in the comments your questions, and we'll try to get to those and answer your questions related to maze designs. So as we start talking about designs, a lot of times, especially if you start doing a maze for multiple years, you start to try to figure out, well, what's going to be our design for the next year? And so I was going to cover some topics that might trigger some interest in something that you could do for a maze design. And but to begin with, you know, when we start talking about maze designs, obviously size of your field makes a difference on how elaborate a maze design can get. Definitely our best, most spectacular maze designs as seen from the air or in every related to or are related to size. They're generally over 10 acres. We generally don't like to see anything over 20 acres when we're starting to talk about design. But we've done some really fun ones that are smaller. That's not saying that that's the parameter that you need to fit in, but that's just kind of the general frame of what we're looking at. We're going to look at a few maze designs here, but as you think about what you want for a maze design, you'll want to start taking a look at something that's going to get attention and get people excited about coming to your maze. So it may not be exactly what you want, it may be what the public wants that are around. So we've created some designs that have got some really good attention. In fact, national press several times, and that's kind of fun, and that's always fun for a maze owner. But the real value is when it gets a lot of local attention. So as you start thinking about your maze design, I'm going to go over some topics and just talk about some maze designs that we may have done in the past. You can choose a hot topic. What's going on in the day? You know, we did a couple of years ago. We did some first responder mazes. In fact, those have still been popular. We're still doing a few of those today. We did some Twin Tower mazes when the Twin Towers went down. As tribute to that, and with the anniversary of that. So those topics can be good. We did a Back to the Blue, supporting the police a couple years ago, and that's still been popular over the years and has gotten a lot of attention as well. Well, I really like, and I think it's underutilized, mazes that work with charities. So we've done it for the Children's Miracle Network, for the kids, for the Scouts, Make-A-Wish Foundation. There's various different veterans organizations that we've done mazes for, cancer charities, medical charities, those kind of things. There's a lot of other things out there. We still haven't done a Red Cross maze, so if anybody's interested in doing a Red Cross and supporting the Red Cross in their area, I think that'd be a really fun one. There's a lot of material there that we could work with. You want to, when you do this, you'll want to work with that charity because that's a real value, and they can really help promote the maze, and you can really help promote the charity. So it's something that you want to collaborate with them, get their approval, and work with them on to make it a better experience. Celebrity mazes. I know of several celebrity mazes that have went really big. We're really good at being able to put a celebrity face that people can put or see in the maze. In fact, that's one of Maze Play's real strengths, is being able to put a recognizable face in the maze, and sometimes those celebrity mazes get a whole lot of attentions. We've done a lot of sports figures. We've done some other just celebrity mazes. We've done like founding fathers that will get like Lincoln, Washington. There's all kinds of presidential type things, especially if you're talking about the old presidents. That are a lot of fun, that are not too controversial, but create a lot of fun for the people, and there's a lot of things you can do along with those maze designs. There's like music figures or even TV figures. Now, some of those we have to get a permission for. Some of them we don't have to gain as much permission for. So I just want to say that we do respect copyright. And we will talk to you, if you choose a maze design, we'll talk to you a little bit more about copyright, but we want to respect what copyright is. But there is some open area out there as far as maze designs go that we can still do and still have a lot of fun with and get some attention with. So I know of a maze that they did a Jimmy Kimmel design, and it got a whole lot of attention, especially from Jimmy Kimmel. We did one with the Duck Dynasty celebrities, and that was really fun. They put it on their website when they found it, and we got a lot of attention out of that. And in fact, that's still one of my favorite maze designs. It was a really neat maze design. There are sports teams you can go to. So one of my favorites is that have performed well for the maze is Boise State. Got a maze that continues to do Boise State maze, and they've got an agreement with Boise State, and so they do a maze design related to that. It gets a lot of attention. There's a lot of local loyalty, and so they get a lot of people out because of their maze design. So you can pick college sports, high school sports, professional sports teams. We've done the Chiefs, the Green Bay. There's a bunch of hockey teams, professional hockey teams that we've done. There's baseball, basketball, football, all kinds of different sports teams. And if they've got a good loyal following, again, it's good to get permission and work with the organization that the sports team, so that you can get a little bit more oomph from it. A lot of times you trade back and forth tickets and have some good sponsorships. I will say that sometimes we've been turned down and we aren't able to do a maze design like we wanted to. A real popular one is animals. We've done all kinds of animals. Almost anything you can think of we've done as far as animals go. It's a really popular one. That's probably over the years one of the most popular themes. We do a lot of farm themes. A lot of us are farmers. We like to promote what we're doing, and so that one's been a popular one as well. Local histories. We did one with Sacagawea. We even did one here that was a potato maze, and me being from Idaho, that got a little attention right here. Be crazy to do it anywhere else though. But you do have some local things in your area to highlight, and we've done a lot of things highlighting local areas. We did in Indiana talking about Boiler, where they built trains, and even Purdue with the university there. So there's a lot of university things you can do. We do a lot of anniversaries, and so we start looking at what anniversaries are in the area or national type anniversaries. So, but one of my favorite anniversaries, I wanted to see if I can zoom into this. We'll see if this works. But this was an anniversary maze, and you'll see it was the church here, and then the couple that we were doing the maze design for. And he did this as their 50th wedding anniversary. And this was taken from their wedding picture. She didn't even know it until it was revealed, and she was kind of shocked that that's what the maze design. And there was his favorite tractor that he had below. That got all kinds of national attention. It was a great feel-good story. So it was on several news shows. I think Good Morning America or Today or one of the other news shows it was on, and gained a whole lot of local attention. It actually was a spectacular maze design. It got a lot, and it did a great job of creating a lot of loyalty with people. So it doesn't have to be necessarily an anniversary of something outside, but something that makes people feel good. A 50th wedding anniversary tended to be a really neat story that grabbed a lot of attention. You can see here there's a 95 years of their farm. I think that's a good idea. 50 years since we did Star Trek, and we did have permission to do all of those. You can see some of the, maybe if I click on this up here, you can see it's one of our favorite mazes where we had the characters of Star Trek for Richardson Farms, and they did get permission from even the actors and from Star Trek. It's the 50th anniversary. So, whoops. So there's a lot of things we can do. Even highlighting the local town that you're from. Denver is one that we highlighted and did the skyline. There's the Sacagawea maze, and also you can see the background of the mountains, and Oh, I'm having a brain freeze. Anyway, we've got the two, Lewis and Clark. That's what I was trying to come up with. Again, right here's an animal maze. This one, you may see Bigfoot. I'll just tell you a story along with the Bigfoot one. It was one of the Bigfoot mazes that we created. Got all kinds of attention when there was a Bigfoot sighting, and it was posted to social media, and so they were. It was this kid in the back of the car playing around with the phone, and just out the window. It was less than a second clip. Showed a picture of Bigfoot there. Or walking right next to where the maze was. It went so viral, and it was a big deal, and there were people out there and experts talking about Bigfoot, and the maze owners just going, really? But it was so fun, the attention that one got. We've done one with the Beatles. It was a 50th anniversary with the Beatles, and that one worked good. Potato Head, the Mustang, Muhammad Ali. So some of the things going along with then, Kennedy as well. So that was kind of a fun maze. It got a lot of attention, was good. Here's one with Chris Kyle. They also did one with Florida Georgia Line, again gaining permission. This is one highlighting their area. It's Life at Utah Elevated. So Life Elevated at Utah, just with some of the different things that went on with the founding of the state, the pioneers coming, and the beehive symbol that the state of Utah uses, and the mountains that they have there. Here with the military, and then here with an Indiana bicentennial. So we're looking for a good, feel-good story with the maze design, something that's going to make people smile and get a little attention out there. So those are some of the ideas that you can choose for a maze design. A lot of them will get some good attention. We're still looking for people to get us our maze designs for those of you who are our customer out there. Let us know what you're thinking for your maze design. If you're not our customer and you just want advice for a maze design, you're welcome to give us a call. We'll definitely talk to you about a maze design and help you try to figure something out. Anyway, we're pretty well up on our time, and so we'd encourage you to get your maze design done quickly. We like to see them done early in the year. In fact, we give a discount if you do it in November and December. And you get a lot more time to work on things with your sponsors or charities or whoever you might be working with for a maze design. Good luck to you, and hopefully you get many smiles per acre this year.